Well, we're coming up on 6/19 on Monday morning. Obviously, coming off of a beautiful weekend. In fact, this is what it looked like at Red Cliffs. Or a view of some Red Cliffs from this weekend, sent in by Gary Walker. Beautiful views. So hopefully you got a chance to get out there and enjoy it, because as we've mentioned, we've got some storms that are headed our way that are really going to change things up for most of the week. In fact, heavier precipitation right now down to the southwest of the state, with a few showers moving into Washington County. We do have a few of those popping up over some of the higher terrain of the central and eastern part of the state, and even along the Wasatch Front. But blue indicates snow. Green shows rain. Most of this not reaching the ground, other than some sprinkles and flurries. So just a little bit of a taste of what's to come later today when the main part of the storm system moves in. Out ahead of it, we're also getting a southerly flow. In fact, some wind out of the southeast at about 17 miles per hour right now in Salt Lake. And that, combined with some cloud cover, has got the temperature in the mid-40s. Not too bad when you head out the door. A little cooler in Logan, 38. A lot colder in Evanston, 26. Starting out right at freezing at Delta, 32. It's near 40 in Moab and Blanding, and in St. George is starting out at 47. Now, we've got a couple storms that will impact us this week. The first one is over Southern California. It's moisture out ahead of that that's moving in this morning, but the main part of the storm slides northeast and into southern Utah later today. That's where we'll get some of the heavier precipitation, but the moisture wrapped around it is still going to bring wet weather to the north as well. And we're not going to get much of a break later tonight. After that, the next system, which is stronger and colder, will be moving down out of the Pacific Northwest, and that'll take a couple days to move through, bringing a prolonged period of that cool, wet weather. Today, though, our temperature is going to end up right where it should be for this time of year, or at least there's a good chance of that. We're forecasting 56 degrees in Salt Lake, and that's our average high. We'll be in the mid-50s in Logan, near 50 in Park City, actually hovering near 50 in a lot of the valleys over the central part of the state, and in St. George up to 55. We'll get some widespread valley rain, mountain snow with most accumulation above 6,000 feet, even a rain-snow mix in some of the southwest central valleys today. But again, most of any accumulation should be in the mountains, where a few inches are possible later today into early tomorrow morning. Most of that would be over the higher terrain of the south, where 4 to 7 inches are possible. But still, heading over some of the higher passes the next 24 hours, you might have to deal with winter driving conditions. Now, in the south, you get a break tomorrow. It'll be sunny in St. George, breezy with a high of 64. By Wednesday, you'll get another chance of some wet weather, and then you'll be drying out again heading into the weekend, with the temperature by Sunday climbing all the way back into the upper 60s. And for northern Utah, we're going to get a lot more rain than that. In fact, we'll get valley rain, mountain snow becoming a lot more likely on Tuesday. We might even get a rain-snow mix all the way down to the valley floors Wednesday and Thursday, with temperature by then only climbing up into the low to mid-40s. But luckily, we should be drying out by Friday. And as of right now, it looks like we've got another dry weekend ahead. Should be partly cloudy on Saturday and Sunday, with the temperature climbing back into the low to mid-50s by then.